The vision of the new Earth the Pleiadians shared with me is absolutely amazing. I was left speechless for days. I remember just I couldn't think about anything else. But at the same time, they made it very clear that the process of getting to this, not even getting there because it's not about getting somewhere, but shifting into the timeline of the new Earth, into 5D as we are right now, this process will not be an easy one. It will be dangerous, exciting, but dangerous. And also not easy, especially for the energy workers, the light workers, the star seeds, all the hybrid children, or the beings now that have chosen to ascend at this point in time because of the role that you are playing. And what is this role? Okay, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Whenever I visit with the Pleiadians, whenever anyone visits with the Pleiadians, and I don't mean just them coming to visit in physical form, but when you actually visit with them in a physical form that they are in, which is not the physical form as we are used to in the physical 3D matrix, but I mean the energetic physical form that they are in. If you visit with them and you are in their presence, you must first go through this portal. And what this portal is, it's a sort of energy portal. It's a little bit like the metal detector at the airport. I hate airport security, but this is a little bit what this is. It scans you, but it scans your energy body. And it scans all the aspects of your energy body and the frequency, and it makes sure, it doesn't detect to make sure that you're entering in whatever way and bringing something dangerous. No. What it does is it's making sure and detecting to sense where you are vibrationally and to help you detoxify energetically so that you can actually be in their presence and not basically explode, energetically speaking. So this detoxification process is quite interesting and it's quite powerful. That's why sometimes people who channel or people that do come into contact with at least with benign galactic energies and galactic beings, they will report feeling this sort of, you get supercharged in a way. But at the same time, it can be intense if there was a lot of detoxification that your energy body had to go through. So this is what planet Earth is going through right now. And this is the role that you're going to be playing, or at least the energy workers, the light workers, the star seeds, the hybrid children, all the beings that have come, as I mentioned, specifically for this point in time. So basically, when you're detoxing in a physical sense, you have toxicity being released from the cells into the bloodstream. And then this blood must be detoxified through the liver, through the kidneys. It must go through this whole process of detoxification. So as the earth is being detoxed vibrationally and psychically and energetically, you are, in a way, the kidney, the liver, and all these powerful inner organs that will help filter through this energy. Now, it is different. Filtering is different than absorbing. All right. It does not mean that energy it's going to be processed through you is going to be attached to you. Do not mistake it for that. I do see this happening with highly sensitive energy workers where they are starting to take on the mission because it is a mission and you will be called to this mission. As a matter of fact, some of you have already experienced the activation process that is part of this, of doing this mission. Some of you will be experiencing this activation process and some already on it. All right. And so what's happening with some very highly sensitive beings is that they are sort of, the energy is not attaching to them. They're attaching to this energy. So please be aware when that is happening. You'll know that you're attaching yourself to this toxic energy because of course, the overall feeling that you're going to be having consistently, not the passing feelings. We all have negative feelings that we got to process through. But if you're feeling stuck in a rut, you got to notice, what am I being attached to right now? Because all of this will be processed through us. But at the same time, this is what I want to remind you of. We are being supported. And I don't mean just tra-la-la kind of superficial support. No, I mean like DNA activation and programming type of support. And what I mean by this is that we all have programming in us, or in our original programming. I don't mean our 3D programming, but our original programming in our DNA that allows us to access our inner superpowers to help us in this process of helping filter this energy, detoxify, and help planet Earth ascend. And this is what's going to happen in this time. This is part of the activation process. It is the activation of this DNA that will allow us to access these superpowers that will be what is going to aid us in this mission. Now, of course, a very important part of this, so you make sure that you're not attaching to these energies that are flowing through and being processed through us, is very simple. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you hydrate. I have several bottles of water here. Make sure that you are hydrating. Actually, water is great. Coconut water is great. As a matter of fact, here's a little elixir. It's like a natural elixir that will help your energy body, which is coconut water, lemon, fresh lemon juice, and some salt. Now, Celtic salt is especially really good for this. And of course, your super micronutrients, all of those things are very important. And physically making sure that you are taking, if you don't have time to meditate and you're like me and you're taking care of a newborn and a young toddler, at least take time to breathe deeply. You can do this while you do the dishes, while you're going for a walk. Maybe you're taking your dog for a walk, time in nature, all the basics. And at the same time, to take some time to remember that you are playing a great part in this process. Remember that your mission is a big one. And there are several events that are going to happen in this process of this timeline shift that I'm going to share with you. And a couple of those are going to be very weird and strange, and maybe you're already experiencing them, but I won't go into it in this one. In this one, I simply wanted to focus in reminding you that this work that you're doing of being a filter for this energy is going to feel sometimes like it's wearing you out, but it's also going to help you tap into these superpowers that are part of our original programming. And through that, you're going to start to really simmer in visions of the new earth more and more and more, if you haven't started to already. I know my dreams are now insane, but in a good way. And there are times when it's really overwhelming because it's like, oh, this is so amazing. Can we just be here all the time? Like starting right now. And we can. But there is also a part of the process that will happen still in this 4D into 5D shift before we are full on 5D and beyond. But it is glorious. It is amazing. Lots of things are going to happen. Journaling also helps to make sure that you are processing for yourself what you need to do as you are helping in this process of becoming the energy, one of the energy centers that is allowing for this incredible shift to happen. Thank you so much, Cosmic Family. It is always so wonderful to connect with you, and be blessed.